We had someone ask us, you're such a goofball. We had someone ask us how to know who to approach for a threesome and how to talk to them about it. And I know someone who runs a class on that, so I thought we'd ask you.
Yeah, just approach me. Next question.
How do you identify people that might be good for a threesome, and how do you invite them to play with you?
I don't know.
Wearing the shirt is a great way to flag that you are sex positive.
But that doesn't mean you're into threesomes. Well, the only real way to know, because we have done lots of studies, and there's no particular way that threesome people dress. However, if you stumble upon 3 people having sex together, they might be people that you could approach for a threesome. That we do know that statistically speaking, that's probably a pretty good bet. However, the only sure way to know is to ask. And I'm a big proponent on using direct communication. And then you just have to create the right context and setting so that you're not the creepy person at the checkout line.
Would you explain how to set the context and setting?
Yeah, well, your best bet is to hang out at events that are sex positive, where people are discussing and brain geeking out, having brain sex about alternative sexuality. You guys have shared context. Maybe it's a sex positive conference, like the Woodhull Sexual Freedom Alliance conference, or Catalyst Con, or Playground, which happens in Toronto, or maybe you're at like some sort of sex positive summer camp, like Dark Odyssey Summer Camp or Fet Fest, or maybe you're on a website that's a sex positive website like Fet Fest, or not Fet Fest, Fet Life. OkCupid is pretty, you're like, hey, I like threesomes.
Yeah.
Only reply to me if you really like threesomes too. The person not to approach is the person who looks drunk enough at the end of the bar that they might be into a threesome. That is not your best bet.
And talking to people, and just for me, I would never just go up to someone and say, hey, would you like a threesome? But talking to them.
But why not? Because I do it all the time.
I know. And yes.
And it works. For the most part.
For those shy people like me, which I am getting much better at articulating what I would like to have happen, but I tend to talk about sex positive things with them and see how they respond first.
Okay, that's fine.
So kind of sound it out first.
Yeah, sound it out. Now you develop relatedness and context.
Yes.
Stuff we've already talked about. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm really interested in threesomes. Are you interested in threesomes? I'm not asking you about having a threesome with me. We can get to that. But what do you think?
Yeah. And in your class, you talk about, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Did you share that?
No, not at all. They have to show for another video for that.
Okay. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Bye. Comments below.
Yeah.